Welcome back to No Sticks, No Bricks. Today we are going to replace one of these bad awning struts that's on our 2021 Grand Design Momentum 397. Here is the bad one. As you can see, it's pushed all the way in and you can move it up and down. It's completely shot. So I ordered a new one. Haven't been able to find any videos on how to replace these specific shocks. Almost every video that I've seen, you have to remove some nuts and pins and all that kind of stuff, but this one's different, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So here's the new one, and it's so compressed that you cannot push this in at all with your hands. So unless you're like Superman or something. So let me show you what we got to do. So when you order the new strut, at least the one I ordered, did not come with the ends. So the ends are right here. So you got one here, and then you got one right here. So one end, the skinny portion goes to the bottom, or the outward part of the awning, and then the fat portion goes in here, and it just screws in. Like that. So as you can see, it just screws in. You think it'd be like super easy, however, as you can see, it's too long to reach the other side, the other little clevis to screw this thing in. So, and you can't compress it. It's impossible. I've tried 100 times. It ain't happening. First, I had to drill out these two stops. So there's a rivet here and a rivet here, and these are just a stop to keep this from going all the way up. So you got to drill those out first, just with a standard drill bit. I used a 5/32 drill bit, and that was about the perfect size to drill those two rivets out. And when I ordered the strut, it did come with 2 new rivets to install after I get the new one installed. So for the next step, you're gonna need some help. So I got my buddy John coming over. He's from the Cottywapple Travelers, and he's gonna help me do this next step, because you have to separate the end cap from the roller on the end awning. Let me show you what I'm talking about. First, you gotta remove these plastic covers. There's one on the bottom, one on the top, and they just snap in. You don't have to use any tools or anything. You can just pry them and they'll pop off. So there's what they look like once you pull them off. So there's the naked one that I already took off, and there's a little clip up here. Feel it right here. You gotta pull this clip out and then separate this part from the tube, and this is where John's gonna hold it so it doesn't just fall down. And what that'll do is allow me to move this piece way more forward so I can install that new strut. Like that right there.
Just take this tab right here, it's just sticking down, little C-clip over there, pull it off, little piece of cake.
All right.
Hang on to this, you're gonna need it again.
Yeah.
And then,
supposedly, oh, look at that.
We can sit here just like this right here. So we're ready.
So now I should be able to go over there and extend that out far
Absolutely.
enough. All right, let's do it. All right, so we did learn a little trick on how to get this thing installed, because if you just try to extend this arm out once you disconnect it, you may not be able to reach the 2 barrels because your strut might just be too long. But what you have to do is make sure you have this adjustment arm, or you can adjust it to where you can dip down one side to shed water. You got to make sure that thing is all the way closest to the RV, those pins. And what that does, it'll allow that arm to extend all the way out. And look at that. Now, I got to screw it in still, but I just wanted to show you. But now it'll actually reach. So there's a trick for you. All right, so we got to take this little barrel piece right here. You just leave that on, and then I got to screw this piece in. But what you have to do is you got to use vice grips on this and turn it without turning this. So that's what I'm going to go do now. So I'm going to put a rag over the strut just so I don't damage it. Obviously, you don't want any nicks or anything on this, otherwise it's not going to have your smooth in and out. So All right, so a little update. One thing we did discover is it looks like it's going to be a lot easier to screw in this side first. This is the side furthest away from the RV, and then screw in this side, because you have to hold these two pieces independently to get them to screw into each side. All right, so now I got it started on both ends. What I'm gonna do is vice grip on the skinny part, hold it, screw this side in, fat side. Because I can just do this with my hands, which makes it a lot easier. All right, so the fat side, you just do it hand tight. That's what the instructions say. You don't use a wrench to tighten it up or nothing like that, just hand tight. Now I can tighten this the rest of the way with the vice grips. Again, you have to hold these independently, because if you try to screw in one end, then it loosens up the other end. But at the end of the day, it's really only drilling out 2 rivets and then just disconnecting the, there we go. Now it's tight. All right, and no damage to that. We're tight on both ends. So now let me grab the camera and John can reconnect the awning arm. All right, another trick is you got to make sure you pull this bar down below where you drill the rivets out in order for your helper there to get it back together. All right, so now we just put the clip back in.
So this is the clip that we were talking about earlier. You can see it's got a little C-clamp part to it. It goes right around a groove that's on this shaft that's right here. So you'll have to look down in here and make sure that you get it down and seated good on top of that shaft. And there's the groove. And you hear it pop into place right there. So we're back going good.
Yay!
Now we're gonna reinstall the covers, get the rivets back in it, and we should be back going good.
Bob's your uncle. All right, so here's the 2 rivets. There we go, there's one. Nice, nice and solid.
Note, if you're doing this, be real careful with this glass right here.
Right.
You don't want to have to replace that glass.
That would be bad. All right, one more on the other side. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Might have to bring in that awning, let's see.
Yeah, I can lay you already, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. Stand by, guys. We gotta bring in this awning so I can get the clearance to put that ribbon in. All right, we are back. This is kind of a you're learning along with us kind of tutorial video here. All right. Like I said, I saw a bunch of videos on how to do these awnings that have, there we go. Oh, scratch my paint up a little bit. That have the little, there's like little clips that you got to pry off with a screwdriver and stuff like that, but these are completely different. So it's just these 2 rivets and then some adjustments. So now we can do a little ops check. So the way I discovered that this strut was bad in the first place is when you went to put the awning out, one side would go out and the other one would just barely even move, and it was pretty obvious that the strut was bad. I think we got it done.
We did.
And there you go, folks. That's how you replace your awning strut on these Carefree / Compass awnings that do not have the little bolts you have to remove. You don't have to pry off the little end caps on the bolts. Totally different. So hopefully this helps you out. If it does, let me know in the comments.